everyone, welcome back to the second part of the representation series. Anyway, so today we'll be talking about lack of minority representation, blah blah blah. So what I mean by minority representation, it doesn't have to do always with the color of a character's skin tone. It could be anything related to minorities. It could be someone who's disabled as well. Or someone, well, yeah, pretty much that. Disabled or skin tone colors. So as you can see here, I'm coloring the black girl, and also I'll be coloring the other short person. She's also a person of color, but she's also disabled. Not cerebral palsy, Down syndrome, there you go. Anyway, so again, this also connects to the first part and the third part. Because again, they're all connected in some way, like I said. I feel like with minorities, I know a lot of times artists have a reason why they don't draw them. It's because they don't know how to draw them, or they don't know how to color their skin tone. Okay. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you with this. I'm beginning to see more videos and some tutorials on how to draw skin tones, okay? Well, color skin tones. I've seen Miss Carrie Jagins. Shit, I almost said Miss Carrie J. Miss Carrie Jagins. Carrie, you know, everyone knows her and shit. She's pretty popular. She did recently a tutorial, sort of, on how to color, different skin tones. I don't know who else have done it. I know I have done tutorial, but again, I'm a small-sized channel, so I don't get no one looks at my shit, so whatever. But I have one too because I want to look at it. But it's pretty similar to what Miss Carrie J said. See, with minorities, especially people of color, I feel like a lot of times as well, not only people don't know how to color fucking dark-skinned ass people, or they don't know how to texturize hair, give them not more volume, but also draw curly hair, give them an afro, volumize their hair, and not like straight. But also people are afraid. This connects to the next part. Putting them in an environment, their characters, where they're almost like they're stereotyped. Oh, they don't want to be called a racist. Okay. Now, you don't have to do racist art in order to represent a person of color, okay? It's pretty much, if you know how to draw a white character, or maybe a white passing character. What I mean by white passing is someone who looks white, light skin. You could also be Spanish, or you could be Asian that passes as white, or you could also be a mixed folk that passes as a white person. Now, I'm biracial, but I don't white pass, because I have features that make me look like a quote-unquote African American. I have some lips, and I have the nose, and my skin's darker than my mom. If I do surgery on my nose or fit up my lips, I'll look like a dark-skinned Italian. Okay. And again, do not be afraid to draw darker skinned people. I mean, to be honest, I'm saying it's easy because I do it, but once you get the hang of, making your characters a different shade, it's gonna be easy peasy. Also, look at your friends. Do you have people, let's say you're white, alright, or maybe you're black or whatever. You don't have that many friends that are different than you, I guess. And you don't know how to, draw them. But you could always, again, it's like I said in my first video, you could always use your friends as a subject in a way in your pieces. Or maybe if you want to create a character, maybe you could use them, something about them that you see, and you draw it yourself, okay? Also, it doesn't hurt to also look at people I do, but I do it in the down low. I kind of don't stare at them. I kind of just glance around. Let's say I'm on the train or some shit. I'm going to work or something. Or going for an interview for a job or whatever. And I kind of look around. Look at people. What do they have that I like? It's weird to say. What do they have that I like? And I want to incorporate my art. So I'll try to photograph memory in or whatever, and just kind of remember, okay, for this person, they're friggin' dark and shit. And I have a color at home where I could replicate that color on side or something. This is pretty simple, guys. Also, doesn't hurt to try to look up references on Google, okay, on coloring, how to draw people as well. So, also, another reason why I feel like minority representation, besides coloring and shit, is important in art. And also, I feel like YouTubers lack in a way in some of their videos. It's because in society in general, people of color, they don't see themselves all the time on the media. A lot. I don't know if you guys have noticed or really cared. I sort of do. I do. I feel like, I know you guys seen, if you guys are like in America, you guys seen the Oscars. It was all white cast in the Oscars, and there was, people doing petitions and shit on getting more black folks to be represented in the Oscars, or more Asians or Spanish people. Now, Asians are a different story because they're the least represented out of everybody in like Western media or whatever, or today's society. They're the least represented, by the way. I mean, the only representation they have is in their home countries, like in like Bollywood or K-pop or J-pop, or movies and shit in their home countries, or porn. I don't want to say porn. Guys, don't judge me, but it's true. It's true. So if you go in the United States, look up movies in the United States and shit, you don't see much Asian people either. And now this controversy, Scarlett Johansson playing as a character from Ghost in the Shell, who's supposedly Asian, but I don't know. And people are angry about that they couldn't cast an Asian person in to play as the character. I don't know who. I've never seen Ghost in the Shell, so I can't give you an opinion of that, but I'm just giving it as a general example what's currently in 2016. And they have the right to get angry. People do have rights to get angry in a way, or have conversations about representation. Again, similar art as well. I mean, manga, yeah, okay, you could say, people draw Asians all the time and they draw manga and anime, blah, blah, blah. But I'm talking about authentically. But if you look at really carefully at a lot of the anime and manga characters, they don't look Asian. Just saying. But again, also you gotta consider the fact that they have a different perspective on what their people look like, and that's why they draw them like that. But Western society is different, so you have to consider it as well, and that's what I'm beginning to consider it too, as someone who feel like they don't see much of themselves in certain things. So, but again, luckily for people in America, we can start that. Or people in Western societies, or people who are exposed to different kinds of people in their countries. In Europe, I know some people who are subscribed to me are from Europe and shit, or I've seen many European YouTubers on here who will be drawing the greatest things in the world, and they could again use the benefit. They use their platform to do more shit. Again, it's important. It's important, I feel like. But again, it's your choice, and I have to consider that too. But it's so hard. You guys can feel my rage a little bit, but it's so hard. It really is hard. Alright, so I think I've more than said enough of why I believe people of color should be represented. Now let's get to something even bigger. People who are disabled. Okay. I'm going to be talking more about the physical disability because, again, you can make up a character who doesn't look disabled or able-bodied, but you have something wrong mentally. If you talk about your character or whatever, or you have a character that's actually mentally disabled. Now, physically disabled people, it's all different level of disabled too, because disabilities are disabilities. Period. If you have a mental disability, you're not able. If you're not able, okay, you're not able-bodied. If you're physically disabled, you can't walk or whatever, you're disabled. Okay. Most of the people in my family, they're not able-bodied. The only able-bodied person I know in my family is me, my dad, and my big sister. Everyone else is either mentally disabled, physically disabled, or a combination of both. In this case, my twin is both. She's mentally and physically. Well, not physically. More mentally disabled. And my mother is physically disabled. She's not able-bodied either. And again, I feel like if people draw, it's kind of connects to the body representation as well. More characters that have a or like something, I guess more like not something wrong with them, but something that other people could relate to. I feel like people who are disabled. Okay, maybe someone, a deaf person. I don't know any deaf artists on YouTube who draw. If they do, that's great. But or have a hearing impairment. I wish I knew. Then I could put, captions in my videos. But it'll be a lot of work. Anyway. I feel like if you see yourself, again, if you're disabled, you feel like you want to see more of yourself. Maybe a character or a subject that's like you, who's just like physically disabled. Maybe you lost your legs or something, or you can't walk, or you can't write, you can't draw, or maybe you probably could draw. I mean, why would you be why would you be artist on YouTube if you can't draw? But again, that sounds so ableist of me to say. I'm sorry. I apologize. But like, you know what I mean? You get what I'm saying? Like someone, again, like this person who I'm calling right now, she has Down syndrome. If you drop my alcohol, it'll be the last time I see you again. Anyway, I'm sorry, guys. I'll put it on the floor. Anyway, again, maybe you want to, like this person with Down syndrome. You could tell. You can see when I was using reference, you could see the Down people Down syndrome. They have a certain look. Maybe I want to see more. Maybe some people out there who have that disability, or maybe who have autism, or maybe they have cerebral palsy. They want to see a character that looks just like them or represent them in a way when it comes to like how they look. Because I don't see that a lot either. Or hardly. I'm sorry. Hardly anybody. Anyone. Nobody. I have seen not one artist on YouTube draw a disabled person. I don't know if have you guys seen? I don't know. But I have not seen one artist on YouTube draw a disabled person. I have not. That's, I guess, the biggest lack of representation I've seen beyond the people of color. That too. If you notice, everybody looks perfect, okay? And there's nothing wrong with that either. Again, it's the artist's choice if they want to draw those kind of things. But if there are artists out there that actually draw disabled people, come to the YouTube community. We would love you. I would love to see that, honestly. I would love to see that. And I believe maybe you guys agree too. So maybe someone, again, who's physically disabled, who's, I guess, able to create something, and they could do it, and they could post on YouTube, or whatever, and they show the world in the YouTube platform, and maybe there'll be an audience, more audiences come into YouTube, and they do it. I've seen that more outside of YouTube, and actually, like on TV, like I hear the media news talk about, I guess, some artists, like maybe someone's autistic or has Down syndrome, who create art and it be beautiful, too. But that's more on the idealistic approach, which I'll be talking about last. But also, themselves represented in their pieces. That makes sense. But anyway, I back to the bigger platform. I wish people with a bigger platform use that to their advantage for their smaller for the beginner artists, so they're not drawing the same shit. And then when they go to art school, their teachers will be like, "Why do you draw the same shit?" And people get mad and pissed. Like, my art teacher tells me I don't draw different things because it's probably true. Again, that's a whole different video when it comes to art teachers. I will have to make that another day. Anyway, why are you touching my leg? My cat is touching me again. He likes to touch my leg. Anyway, I feel like I talked more than enough. Tell me below what you guys think. Do you guys think more YouTubers should create or to represent minorities, whether the minority is disabled or this particular minority has a different skin tone that's not freaking beige, or a combo of both? So that'd be cool to see too. Again, thank you guys so much for watching, and tell me your opinions below and what you think of this subject, and I'll see you guys later in the last part when I talk about the idealistic approach, the most important video and the whole point of the series. Bye!